Zaheer Najeeb, based in Toronto. I am the Executive Director for the ATE group of companies, which includes Air Travel Enterprises and Great India Tour Company. China, there's always been interest in the Great Wall and few places like that, but it's only in the last 20 years, especially with events such as the Olympics and so many other activities that have been happening there, that the interest towards China had come up, and Chinese tourism actually started promoting China as a destination and found revenue in that. So that's just been happening in the last few years, and there's been a lot of interest that's been generated because of that with tourists in India. We have of course gone for various China-based marts and conferences, and we had tied up with ground handlers and tour operators there, and of course started promoting the destination along with the Chinese tourism development boards, and that's how we've created interest and created networks to do that. So feedback has always been good. China is a very unexpected destination for a lot of people. You have people who go to the standard destinations like your Great Wall and the Forbidden Palace and so on. But when they get to explore more in detail about places which they have not known before, they come back with a very different experience and very, very positive feedback. And especially interacting with locals, if they get that opportunity, the perspective changes completely. I think it's been eye-opening because it's a very rare destination that you see. It's very different in terms of culture, and when you go there only you realize it's not the destination that you expect. There's so much more to that. China has so many sides to it, not just in terms of tourism destination but also in terms of livelihood and the way people live their lives there. And one of the things that I found very profound is how proud they are of their culture. I had a slightly strange experience. I have a habit that when I go to a particular place, I only eat the local food. And you can go to various restaurants and get the local food. But I met up with a travel agent there, a tour operator, who was very proud of his culture and about his food. So he took me to a place where the real locals eat. This is a house in the middle of absolutely, a very small gullies that you go through and go into one small area where there's a house. And when I went in, I noticed everyone was looking at me because they have never seen a tourist come to this particular place. But very, very heartwarmingly welcoming, and being a part of that, eating with chopsticks and eating in the way they eat, they felt very happy, and I felt very happy that I got to experience that. There is still a lot of demand and a lot of interest for China as per tourism. But unfortunately, the scenario right now is that people don't plan well ahead. So especially for outbound travel for destinations like China, there is a lot of planning that needs to go into it, and that's not been happening as much of late. So we will see hopefully a revival in a few months or by next year. But right now there's only interest and there's not much in terms of travel. There's always challenges, and these are always ups and downs in this. Right now, the interest is still there, but with the current visa regulations and with all that uncertainty which is there, people are a little hesitant in terms of travel, but I'm sure that will change in the next few months.